Hi, this is Shannon with the Fuze magazine, and I'm here at Monterey's, and I'm sitting down with Ryan Martinie. Did I say it right?
You did.
I did. Okay, so he was a former bassist of Mudvayne, and now he is in a three-piece band called
Soften the Glare.
Soften the Glare. So we're here tonight to watch them play, and I'm excited to be sitting down and having some chat points with him. And thank you so much for sitting down with the Fuze magazine. I totally appreciate it.
Well, thank you for having me.
Oh, God, definitely. So, first question. How is it coming from Mudvayne and then coming to doing a three-piece band? There's no vocals. It's completely different type of genre. Like, you've mixed all genres into one, which is absolutely amazing. The way that you did that.
Music is so it has so much common thread between it. So whether you're talking about classical music, many people tell me that they love metal because it's like classical, or they love classical because it's like metal. So there's a real common thing that binds all of it. So I don't feel like I've really changed my spots per se. The things around me have shifted. With not having a vocalist as your kind of center, your vocal person, and the thing that people relate to with the lyrics and the content like that. Without having that, it's really much more focused about the music, obviously. But I don't feel like I've shifted. What I do. The things around me have changed, but it's given me a big opportunity to explore, and that's really, I think, kind of our whole ethos with this band is. We're all into so many different things that we give each other the freedom to bring whatever ideas we may have, and whether that's a kind of a country chicken picking thing, or whether that is something that's heavier or whatnot. We all have the freedom to explore, and then those things get used or not, but at least we'll be open to that type of process, and that's really refreshing. Good to have my guys.
See, what I like is you're taking music and you're just constantly evolving it. So it's evolving. It's like constant evolution with the sound and music. Because you're taking when I was listening, you have like a jazzy sound, but then you have like a blues sound. But what's nice is you can actually hear the bass in a lot of music. When you have a bassist, you can't always hear the bass. So it's nice to be able to actually hear that. So honestly, in my personal opinion, I don't think bassists get enough credit a lot of the times. And I'm not saying that for everybody. I'm just saying the fact that you can actually hear it is what's absolutely amazing. That's very rare to hear a lot of times.
It's nice in a three-piece because you really have that kind of you're really out there. It's kind of naked, and in that is definitely different than having someone that has all this bombastic stuff that's happening, double kick all the time, and screaming vocals and distorted guitars and real heavy chugging things. I love that too. But as soon as you add all that stuff in the mix, then some of the details, start getting, it becomes more of a song and a thing like this instead of like being able to pick the individual people out. And so a three-piece like this is naked and a bit exposed. All the mistakes, this is maybe a better player, certainly. I've had to really go in and listen to my chops, because you can hear what the bass is doing in live like this. You can really tell if I drop the ball on something. It's like, okay, dude just really didn't make that part happen, You
feel the music though, like you have this emotional connection when you're playing that you just get lost. You get lost in playing. It's like you're on this other emotional level where you're just lost in your music, and I think that's amazing. I've seen you play and you're just so lost in the song. Do you think I'm right, or am I wrong?
No, I think you're totally right.
And that's great that you do. Instead of it's just like, I'm just gonna pump this out and just do it. You feel it.
I don't have a choice with it. I let it kind of take me over it in a way. If I feel planted on the stage, then I'm not in the right space during my show. I want to feel pretty much launched. you know, it's one of those only times in life where you get to really cut loose and you know, where kind of any feeling goes, any way that you wish to express yourself. Now is your moment. Now's the time. So being on stage and having others to play off of, you know, we have a lot of fun together. You know, when we're playing, so the mistakes become funny, and you got a part in this one song. It's the idea is to hit the worst, ugliest, stankiest thing that you can hit together. And I keep cracking up Mitch, you know, he's playing and all of a sudden I get him with it. But, you know, we have a lot of fun and give each other freedom and play with them all around.
So have a great camaraderie with everybody.
Yeah, it makes working together and writing really so much fun and a pleasure. And it's not like, oh, I gotta go.
Right.
You know, I gotta go write with these guys. It's not like that.
It's like, it's a chore.
Yeah, and we're getting ready to go hit the studio pretty soon. So
November?
You know, that's
is it October,
no,
November?
we're getting the 9th of this month. So
really?
we get
So
done,
October,
we
you're
go
gonna be
right,
so you're gonna be in the
right
studio.
in. So that's part of what this whole thing is about.
Yeah,
This tour is to put some polish on these songs.
So when's the last time that you can remember that you've actually been to New York State? Not New York City,
Man.
but like New York State, Central, Upstate, anywhere.
Yeah, it has. It has. And I've enjoyed my time here. Actually, it's been awesome. I went running on the Genesee yesterday, right next to it, wherever the sea was at, right there. There's a trail system that goes on.
So you're up on that too, Hill?
Yeah, it's beautiful seeing it being up above the river there, and some of the leaves are starting to change.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Yeah,
the
yeah.
foliage turns just great in New York.
Yeah. There's some the birch and beautiful paper birch here. Nice trees. Anyway.
So you're a runner.
Yeah.
Oh, that's
see.
awesome.
I don't tell people this.
You don't tell people.
No. It's a new thing that I'm letting out of the bag. But yeah, I've been a runner
That's
for about
awesome.
the last 10 years.
I mean, that's
trail,
great.
Trail runner, not just a runner. Trail runner.
So are you ever going to do any type of like races or?
I have, yeah.
You have?
Yeah.
What ones have you
I've
done?
just done a couple of little races. They're very small, kind of local things, and I have a good time.
Have you done any benefit ones, like? Any type
No, I did like green legs and hamstrings in Danville, and did another little road race in that area. And just small little things, but I go out and have a good time.
That's
get my
all
run.
that matters. That's all that matters.
Yeah.
Especially so when you're running, everybody listens to music.
Nope,
You don't.
Absolutely
You
not.
don't listen to music when you're running.
absolutely not.
Just clear head. Just hearing your feet hit the pavement.
Yeah, kind of not existing if I can.
Oh.
If I can reach that same kind of thing on stage to be launched, you know, that's kind of what I look for in my runs too, is
Awesome.
kind of non-existence, you know.
Wow, that's great. So earlier you and I discussed, we were talking about chicken riggies.
Yeah.
Yeah. But you like to cook also.
Yeah, I do.
Do you have a specialty dish?
I don't know about special. I'm a stovetop guy. I'm not a baker.
Neither am
That's
I.
kind of a completely different animal altogether. It's more alchemy, yeah, right?
I agree. It's like I need great grades in chemistry in order to measure everything out, or it's just not going to work.
Right.
It's
So,
a formula.
I'm more of a kind of a stovetop guy, and kind of whatever's there, I can whip it up and make it happen.
That's me.
But
Yep.
I do a pretty mean Alfredo, you know, just so easy. You know,
Oh.
simple food that's done quickly and easy is always a.
That's not a
go-to.
simple food though.
Oh.
Alfredo is actually really hard. Like a lot of Alfredos, they don't always taste that great. So the fact that you make it, I bet you make a great Alfredo.
Timing is
Timing is key. All right. And
What is your favorite dish then to cook?
Definitely, I'd have to say definitely my chicken riggies.
That's it.
I mean, I cook all the
so
time.
there's this cook-off thing now.
I'm
so-
gonna do a
because you're
cook-off.
so proud.
I am so proud of my chicken riggies. I'm gonna do a cook-off. It's gonna happen, and I'm gonna totally beat this chick named Rachel. I'm gonna beat her, hands down. Gonna beat her.
Not Ray.
Not Rachel Ray. No, this other girl, Rachel Hall. I'm gonna beat her in a riggy cook-off. So excited. I cannot bake though to save my life at all. Nope. If I try to bake a cake, it's all burnt. It's horrible. Can't do it.
No, the chicken riggies I had here were good. Went to a little farm-to-table place, which usually be IHOP and Waffle House and bad things.
Waffle House. I miss Waffle House.
Oh my goodness!
You used to
But
have
after eating really well at home and then coming out and having to eat junk a lot of times just because it's easy and cheap. It's nice to have a decent meal every now and again. So we went out and had a decent meal farm to table, which was pretty nice. Chicken riggies there.
There you go.
First time chicken
There you
riggies, and it's I'm won over. Yeah, the chicken riggies were awesome. I took the leftovers because it was huge. There was this massive Americanized portion. It was, I mean, I couldn't have fit it, like, if I removed this section of my body, I could not have fit it all there.
But just give me a big tray.
Massive. Oh my God.
That's awesome. So I'm going to ask you a question.
Mhm.
You can choose to answer or not to answer. I'm going to get down to the nitty gritty.
Mhm.
There's a lot of internet buzz and information going on about Mudvayne with coming back, not coming back. And I don't want to get too much into the logistics, but what do you see in the future for Mudvayne? Is there a future? Is there not a future?
Oh, well, I don't have a crystal ball. And, anyone who tries to delve into that future, prophecy, I think is, maybe going to find themselves just without any answers. It's really, I think if everybody wants to do it, then we will. Beyond that, I don't know what else to say about it.
That's okay, because you guys were such a huge staple, like back in the 90s and 2000s, you were like, it was a staple, it was you and Korn and LD50, I mean, that just blew up that whole entire album in this area. And what I find interesting is a lot of people that is like the one album that a lot of people, especially nowadays, they relate to, because what the album is based off of and everything. So, and another thing, you can hear your bass on that, which is great. Negative One is one of my favorite songs. I do love that song.
Andy Wallace did me some favors on that one. He mixed that record.
And is that when you use for the album? Did you use your black Warwick that you have?
Oh man, no, that was the wood, because that was I got the black one in 2000. I recorded double 50 in 99.
Because your black one's your favorite one. And
It
that was
is,
the one that
and
they
that's the one
customized,
that-
right?
Yeah, that's the one that. My girl's giving me trouble. I've been fighting with my girl.
And you just gotta replay, like the
Nice.
intonation
It
was
did.
off,
Oh, man,
and you had a custom.
It's been back to me and then back to them, and nobody knows there are poltergeists in that bass. I swear something is going on with that thing, but she's still my girl. But man, boy, she needs to have the salad, hit the gym. Something's
There you
wrong with
go.
my girl. She's out of shape. But that's my favorite, and it's awesome. But now I'm playing I'm actually playing tonight the original bass. That's the one that's working for me right now. It's the one that feels best in my hands.
Right.
And since my honey has decided to leave me, I'm playing the old one, which is great.
Awesome. I have one more question. So a lot of people don't know that, was it in the spring that you were a professor?
That was last year.
Was it last year?
Yeah.
So was it fall or spring semester of 2015? Fall.
Whenever
But you were a
it's always the
professor.
fall. Yeah, bass camp in the fall. So,
The bass camp, and you were.
August, September there. That was a really cool experience to be out there and share with the other players and to see some of the other other professors out there. For me, I think professor is a real stretch. Instructor, maybe teacher. That's once again, I think a stretch. I'm there to kind of share my experience with them and share some new, hopefully things, maybe some techniques that they haven't seen, or some ways that are not a part of the common thing that's happening. Spark their interest in something, in the instrument, maybe a different way to look at it. Maybe it's not a bass, maybe it's something that, might the strings and cause it to feed back and record that and loop it. And, there are lots of ways to create the sound and to make it interesting. There's a guy who opened for us last night. It was just one guy, and he had the keys, and he had a pad, and he had all sorts of really cool things going on. Just him doing it, and there's a really
music has become so wide open that way. You know, the electronics have become kind of the 21st century version of what brass and strings were then. Now we have this new thing almost. So I'm excited to see where music goes.
Fine, with the loop recorders and everything.
Yeah.
'Cause then you played percussion a long time. You did percussion, right? Was it percussion?
I played horns actually.
Yeah.
Actually, I played horns. Played horns for many years. Yeah, I do play a little bit of percussion. Yeah, it's so much fun. Yeah, I'm a bass player, so by trade I'm a bit of a percussionist.
Right.
You know, that's one of the things that we get to do as bass players is play some drums too on that instrument.
There you go. Oh yeah, yes, definitely. You guys just have a wide range of variety of things that you can do with your with drums and everything. It's great.
I think that's, you know, maybe at the heart of it, when people ask, why did you start playing? Maybe because I wanted to do it all. Because I wanted to play the melody, I wanted to play the harmony, and I wanted to play the rhythm. I wanted to play all of it.
And you still can.
In bass, you can. You're able to explore those things inside the song. Not that you can't with other instruments. The bass really affords a unique place inside the songs and inside the relationship with the other players, and because of the frequencies.
I'm excited to see what you have for the future though with that, because if you want to do it all, I can't wait to see what you're going to come up with next. I'm very excited to see what the future holds for you.
Well, I'm excited.
It's not a lot of pressure though.
No. No pressure. No. None. I just haven't put out a record in how many years? No pressure on the record. It'll be fine. And I'm really satisfied with the work, and we're really excited to get in with Janie King and get those songs done and get them out to everybody hopefully next spring. So we have a pledge campaign that'll be starting in the next couple of weeks here. So check Facebook, Soften the Glare Facebook. Check that out and see what kind of deals we'll swing for you throwing us a bone for the pledge campaign.
So everybody, so it's iPledge. You can find it on the Facebook website, Soften the Glare.
Yeah, pledge. I don't know if is it iPledge?
Is it iPledge?
Yeah, it's one of these awesome
So
pledge
go to
campaigns.
go.
This is how much I know about this. I'm so involved in music making. I just
That's okay. Soften the Glare. Find out on their Facebook page, and then iPledge.
Yeah.
All about them. Again, this is Shannon from the Fuze magazine, sitting down with Ryan Martinie. Thank you so much. I completely appreciate it.
Thank
You were
you.
awesome.
You are awesome.
Everybody have a great night.